I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. It should be a very simple video, creating a thumbnail. I've been asked many different times what I do to go into creating a thumbnail. And so we're going to do that today with an app called InShot from the Play Store. So I'm going to go into my folder here where I have my Google Photos, my photos in my gallery, my files, Collage Maker, InShot, Power Director, and Remove BG. All these apps here are very important when it comes to creating a thumbnail. Now, InShot is my go-to. This is one of the most recent ones that I made right here. Notification sounds, fun, but also very important. They are vital. They really, really are. Check this video out. I think that there's a lot of important information there. If you have anything to add to that, please do so in that video. So how did I create this thumbnail? Well, first of all, I took a picture of myself utilizing portrait mode. Basically, I faced my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra front-facing camera at me. I'm sitting in my gaming chair there, even though I don't game, but it's a very comfortable chair. And in portrait mode, I set the timer for about 5 seconds, positioned myself in a way that was going to highlight the importance of the information in this video, and the picture snapped, and that's what I came up with. Now, a lot of times I will snap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pictures, and then I choose the best one. Okay, that's basically how I do it. So let's go back out and start over here. So basically, here's the picture here. Okay, you can see that the background is blurred out, allowing you to visually see me as sharp as I can be. Okay, not me personally, but the image of myself in the chair. So one of the tools that I use to create the music symbol and the background of the music symbol was this tool here, this app here. These apps are tools. Remove BG. So there's a black dot. Now, I got that black dot from the web. I just typed in at the top of the search bar here, black. I put circle transparent. I didn't put black dot. I put black circle. So it is here that I went to one of these. Sometimes you can press and hold and download the image, but it's not allowing me to. So I actually just volume down, power button, created a screenshot, minimized it, because it gives you that option when you take a screenshot. About right there. That's good. And then I save it. And as far as the music tone, I typed in music tone logo. And you're going to get a bunch of different ones, especially if you go into images. So the one that I used, I'm not going to be able to find it here. But basically, you're going to go through the same process. You're going to find the one that you want to use. And let's just see if this actually, I can press and hold and download. See, now on this one, I'm able to just download the image. Okay. So let's do that again. And it should show up top a download arrow there. So then I go back out. I go to remove BG. And what that's going to do is remove the background. That's what BG stands for, background. Okay, so if I upload from my gallery, there's that dot. It's now going to go through, this specific app will go through and erase the background and only leave what I want, which is that circle. You can edit, you can play around with this app in many different ways, but we're not going to get into that. You want to make sure you download it, and it's going to allow you to open up that image in whatever it brings up right in this area, but that's not what we want. And we can also do that with, well, there's the image that I used. There's the other one there. Let's just go to the image that I used in the video. What's going to happen here, it's going to take the background away, but it's also going to take the inner part of that music tone away, leaving it open to see the background, which I didn't want, and that's why I created the black dot circle image to put that behind this music tone so it would look solid and not see through. Hopefully I'm explaining that right. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that have a way better way of explaining what I'm saying right now. But I think you get the gist of what I'm saying. That black dot is going to take away that ability to see through that music tone so it looks like it's just solid. Okay, so let's go back to InShot. And it is here that you're going to go to this little smiley face here and pictures right there and the plus symbol. And it is here that I'm going to choose the dot, and there's the dot. See, there's no background to it now, and I'm going to put that about right there. Okay, maybe a little bit smaller, because in the background you can see the blurred area of my garage, okay, where my YouTube studio is located. And now we're going to go to that music tone. So if you look at this image, you can see the back of my garage through the music tone. And that's not what I want, because it's once you minimize the size of that, it takes away the ability to really see the music tone. Let me bring that a little closer here. So putting it over the top of that black dot, I've now solidified that image. Pretty cool, right? So we want to tap on the check mark and save that. Now, the reason I took the photo this way with my hand extended out like that is because I really wanted to point out the words very important. So let's go ahead and type out very important. It already knew what I wanted because it remembers all the words that I use, and that's what I've used in the last thumbnail, so it already knew, because that's what these phones do. They remember everything you do, whether you like it or not. So what I'm going to do is come over to where the two words are, and I'm going to use the arrow here to backspace down the word important, so it's underneath the word very, and it's centered right there. Now, with these little tools right here, I can go into this one here, and it allows me to leave it to where it is symmetrical in position. So I can bring it over to the right or bring it over to the left. Now, I can space out those words as well utilizing this little tool here. So if I drag it, there we go. This one right here separates the two words, gives it a lot of space. So if you wanted to add something in between those two words, you can do that, but I don't want to do that. So there's a lot in this app, InShot, a lot of different tools to utilize to create your thumbnail. So I'm going to go back to putting these two words positioned the way I had it in the actual thumbnail. So very important, it's symmetrical. You got the word very centered above the word important. And when I drop that, I just take my finger, touch the area that's in that rectangular square, and move it around to where I want. I can get rid of it by tapping on the X. You got this little area here that allows you to minimize or enlarge, or you can just position it in the way you want. So I'm going to bring it over like that. See what I'm doing there? Okay, so now I'm going to move it right over my hand there. Okay. And then up top, we're going to spell out notification. So now it remembers everything that I previously typed out when I created this thumbnail originally. So I want to space out the notification and sound. So I go back to the actual words right here that I typed in, and I want to just move that little green flashing line there over to the beginning of sounds and just go over a couple spaces to separate. Now, if you want a different font, right in here, bam, you got a bunch of different fonts to choose from. A little shopping bag there. You can go shopping for a bunch of free different fonts. So chunk 5, let's download that one. Let's change the font. Then we can go back out and I can use that, and there it is right there. So now you can see that the notification sounds, as far as those words, is now utilizing the chunky 5. We can go to Roboto Medium. We can go to permanent marker. This is the one I use a lot. I don't even know how you say that, bebes. Anyway, as far as changing the color, gives you all the different choices here in how you want to utilize the look of those two words. Your border, you got a shadow, you got a label, the ability to make the word see-through as far as the opacity. Hopefully I'm saying that right. You can create a border, so you can utilize these different areas down here, which is really cool. Yeah, it just creates a really fancy border, and you can see that looks pretty cool. And if I wanted to change the look of that, I can do this. So you can see that it's within a border now, and I can place it up there like that. It just depends on what you want to do, how creative you want to be when creating a thumbnail. And sometimes it's really quick, and sometimes you want to play around with it just to see what you can do. I mean, and that's what I do, unless I'm really in a hurry. This is pretty cool. So we're just going to leave it at chunky 5. All right, so let's move that around. I want to expand a little bit on that. I want to take up a lot of the thumbnail here, so I don't leave it too empty. I want to expand it just a little bit more. I don't want to leave too much of that blurred background. I really want to catch your attention on what I'm saying in this thumbnail. So when I'm done, I'm happy with what I got. Hit that check mark, and there we go. But here, I want to expand on this a little bit. I want to take up a little more space. I really want your eyes to catch this area here. Very important. There's the music tone encircled with the black dot behind it, hiding that see-through music tone. There I am. My hand is out, showing you what I want you to see. We know that the main conversation is notification sounds, but I want you to understand that it's very important, and so that's why the letters are red. And that's the process that goes into making any thumbnail. However you make it, this is part of what's going to get the viewer's attention. There are times I fail at this. I'm getting better. It's always trial and error. You just got to keep working on it. So, and it's fun. Just don't make it work. Make it fun. Keep creating. They're going to get better. It's taken me 7 years to get to where I'm at, and I still make mistakes in a lot of different areas when it comes to editing my thumbnails or the videos. But I learn along the way, and I ask, and I do a lot of homework. Doing a lot of homework is very important. So, I mean, you can ask all you want, but unless you put the time in, hands-on, you're not going to go anywhere. So that's what it's about. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, I know that some of my choice of words and explaining what I'm doing here aren't as what my brain wanted to say and what came out of my mouth. But I'm hoping that you understood what I was conveying in this video. So create some thumbnails, have fun with it, download those apps, and be creative. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Peace. I'm out.